That's right, Jay Shannon. I had the pleasure of meeting the person who was able to call Gary a partner for life, is what she says. Her love after love. Kathi Ginsberg is with us here right now, and I just want to get right into it. Obviously, you've had a hard week, Kathi. What has that been like for you?
Hell, I really wanted to just die. Without Gary, there was no life. It was just, he took care of the dogs every day. He took care of me every day, and anything I needed, he got for me. He would go shopping for me. He was just, most men aren't like that, but this was a golden man. A golden man. I don't know what else to say.
What do you want people to know about him, the life he lived, his heart?
He had, when we lived up in Philly, he had a very good income. And then we moved here, and he wanted to move here, so I came with him, of course. And he wasn't making the kind of money that he was making in Philly.
And
And
you said, Kathi, that he did this whole rideshare thing just as a way to connect with people. Can you confirm
yeah,
that?
he enjoyed people. He's a people person. He just loved to get to know them. To some people would come in and they would just come from a rehab or they'd be crying, and he would comfort them, just like a daddy would, you know. I used to call him daddy sometimes because he was just so good that way. You know, most men, a lot of men aren't that way, but he gave his all to everybody, and everybody liked him.
And Kathy, the page is turned in this missing persons case. Is there any comfort in knowing that as we wait those official autopsy results, that perhaps those remains are officially that of Gary's?
We don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure Gary's Gary's dead, and it's not sure whether he was he shot and thrown in a river, or any other kind of disgusting way to
And
take a good man.
a good man, as you mentioned, how do you want people to remember him?
I want them to remember him as the kindest, sweetest, most fun guy. He always was laughing. He always made people laugh, and he was just a pleasure to be around. And people that knew him liked him, loved him, you know, because that's the kind of guy Gary was.
Okay, thank you, Kathy. And as you heard, that's the kind of guy he was. Kathy had the pleasure of knowing Gary for several years. He spoke to neighbors today who had a chance to meet him in passing, perhaps washing his car, walking through the neighborhood, or during a rideshare service. They all say that they were better for it and definitely heartbroken as this major part of the community has now passed, according to messages from family. We'll continue to hear these messages as we continue to find out where we go forward with funeral preparations and the investigation into what officially happened.